Hey, what's going on there, guys? Cloud of Truth here with some more Battlefield 3 gameplay for you all. And guess what? The beast is back. And I think he's invincible. I literally think he has entered a new status in his God mode. Oh, look at that. Blowing up C4? I'm still alive. I must be invincible. That's gotta be it. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. But that was a little weird moment that happened right there. I think the enemy behind me that was chasing me had just started the knife animation. You can kind of see like a little, I don't know, piece of something fly on my screen for a split second, as I think that's what it was, the knife animation starting up. And when I detonated my C4, it happened to be right as he knifed me, so he kind of shielded me from the blast, and I didn't die because of that, which was, kind of cool, actually. So, but it was just a weird little moment. But you know what's even cooler than that? What I just love, and drop me a comment if you love this too, that Magnum. Oh, those headshots. They're just so much fun. Don't worry, Speed. You get killed by that guy, I'll avenge you right there. With a 44. I got you back. I just love those. Throw me a comment if you love those one-shot headshot Magnums. I mean, they're just so fun to get, and there's just something so satisfying about it. But the 44 Magnum has got nothing to do with this video and commentary today. No, sirree, it does not. What does it have to deal with? The Tiger. And the setup I use on this 240 Beast, which is something I never thought I would change because I felt certain it was the best. Now, I'm always open for change and trying new things. However, I feel like after using this weapon, I think it's, what, right about 5,000 kills with it right now. I feel pretty confident in saying that this setup I have is really, I'm not going to say the best. Of course not, statistically it's not the best. By no means is that the case. But guess what? Who gives two craps about stats? Honestly, they don't mean nothing when it comes to your performance, for the most part. But people have always said, you know, okay, you may do well with the Foregrip flash suppressor, but man, you gotta try out that Bipod extended mags, Bipod extended mags. That's the comments I see on some of my videos talking about the 240B. And while, yes, that is the dream setup for support class players with the big LMGs, the smaller guys, M27, RPK, heavy barrel is going to be probably your better bets, just because it makes the bullet velocity goes up, the weapon becomes more accurate. It's just, the heavy barrel is just so good. Except for the MG36, I feel like the doubling extended mag, like from 50 to 100 with extended mags, you just can't pass that up. That's something you got to have on there. But for these guys, everyone's like, Bipod extended mags, that's what you got to use. Get off that Foregrip flash suppressor. So I tried the Bipod instead of the Foregrip. What were the results? You'll find out in just a second. Because this gentleman over here, oh my goodness, this poor guy, I think he had the worst day of his life. And kill him here a second time, run away, wait for the grenade to blow up. And then you watch this like little squirmy, squiggly, like slidey dives, whee, as it comes flying out there. What are you doing, man? And then I realized, wait, this guy's going to get revived. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you sit down again. Number 4 as I take him out. And you are not been permitted to stand up. Sit down, number 5. And curse splat goes your head. That's what I thought. Don't get up when I say. So there you go. Just killed the guy 6 times in what, maybe 20, 25 seconds? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was screaming at that medic, stop reviving me. I certainly would have. What a better way to go out than with a bang by blowing yourself up a C4. No better way. Alright. So, guess what? I've got the Foregrip on. Check this shot out. Yeah, that's with a Foregrip that's supposed to be just terrible and make your gun, you know, the spread goes way up and you can't hit anything. Say that to that shot, and say it to this one right here as well. I turn back over here, seeing a medic with an assault rifle. Yeah, I've got a Foregrip. Not a Bipod. Foregrip. I can pull those shots off. So I tried the Bipod out, which you'll see a little bit later on. The Sharky Peninsula Team Deathmatch, you'll see me use the Bipod. Now, I don't actually deploy the Bipod. Why? That's not me. That's one of the reasons why I've never really liked Bipods that much. Certainly, they make the weapon just laser beam accurate. The time to kill is pretty darn ridiculous. And they're just, overall, they are very good choices for LMGs because it just really suits them so well. But my playstyle doesn't match Bipods. It doesn't do it. So, when it comes to using it, it's just never been something I'm that good at. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, how could you be not good with a Bipod? Isn't it pretty simple? You just flip it out and just shoot. You know, yeah, that's true. It really is pretty simple to use a Bipod. However, the biggest thing when it comes to Bipods and being the most effective with it is placements. Now, you may be saying, well, dude, let's say you like to run around, but you can use a Bipod on the go. You know, just kind of pop it out for a second, kill an enemy or two, pick it up, run around, find a new spot. Yes, I've tried to do that. And on occasion, it works. It does great with that. But for some reason in Battlefield 3, just the sensitivity and the movement on the controller doesn't match very well for me. It just doesn't, it's awkward. When I play a game like Medal of Honor Warfighter, the sensitivity just fits with that game perfectly when it comes to the controller movement. I don't know what it is, but in Battlefield, I don't like it. And so when actually aiming and shooting, it could be a little bit difficult sometimes. But that doesn't make any, it's not an excuse for just the usage of a bipod and why my aim is just off. That's just me in general. I just don't have that great of aim, even with a bipod on where it makes it like have no recoil. I just find myself performing better with a foregrip. And for my playstyle, being a more just kind of rusher almost all the time, which can be a good and a bad thing, a bipod doesn't help and doesn't hinder me while on the move. When I'm running around, standing up, crouching, going prone with the bipod not deployed, it's not a good or a bad thing to have on this weapon. Now, some people say, well, it's a little better than foregrip because foregrip makes your spread go up. That's very true. Foregrip does do that. But one thing a foregrip does do is help me control this beast. When you're using the 240B, the Tiger, that has the worst recoil in the game, the worst recoil in the whole game, you need attachments to help you control the gun. That's why I run with a foregrip. It helps me control the weapon, and when you can control this beast, it will just absolutely rip apart your opponents. Now, statistically, this may be a terrible setup. I know that, but guess what? Stats don't mean anything when it comes to performance level. They can give everything you want to on paper. That's fine. But when it comes to actually using them in the game, it doesn't matter. Why? Because you may do better with statistically the worst setup for this weapon, but you may perform terrible with the best setup. That's why you always need to try setups out. Test them for yourself. Give them time. One of the reasons why I really do enjoy playing TDM, not for the fact of it's just kind of a, I don't know, not necessarily mindless in any way kind of game mode, but it's just kind of more of a relaxed game mode. It also allows me to try things out, and that's one of the reasons why I recommend playing TDM, especially when you're trying a new setup out. Just give it a couple matches of TDM, see how it goes for you, and change it up. It's TDM. There's no real objective. It's just run around and shoot people. That's all you got to do. So when it comes to choosing between the foregrip and the bipod, I use the foregrip. It helps me control this weapon, especially through suppression. That's one of the biggest things about this weapon that makes it hard to use is the suppression mechanic in the game and the increased recoil you get when not being suppressed. And the foregrip really helps me control it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me your thoughts about it down below, what you think about bipod versus foregrip, particularly on big LMGs, what you prefer and why. Don't just say I like it because, I like it because it makes it more accurate. Well, no duh. Is it fit your play style? What maps do you like to play on? Things like that. Let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoy this video, rating is much appreciated. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.